Did you see what Johnson yesterday announced, that they're preventing illegal immigrants, that they let him to getting an ID to be able to vote? You see all that stuff that they're talking about?
Yeah.
With Trump standing right behind him? I don't know if you guys saw that or not. If this continues, it's going to be a little bit tough for the guy that's currently in office. I want to go to the next story. U.S. high schoolers want financial education, but many schools don't offer it, survey says. This is a Fox Business story. So here we go. Let me see what page this was on. U.S. high schoolers. U.S. high schoolers want financial education, but many schools don't offer it, survey says. 85% of U.S. high school students express interest in learning about financial topics in school, yet many lack access to such courses. Only 34% of adults passing a basic financial literacy quiz. Are you kidding me? 34% of adults passed it. According to Intuit's financial education survey, financial terms like stocks, bonds, 401k, retirement, and taxes remains misunderstood by many students, with 53% unable to grasp stocks and bonds, 45% confused about 401k and retirement, and 20% struggling with taxes. Despite the interest in financial education, only 19% of students turn to social media for financial information, raising concerns about the accuracy of the advice they receive. Intuit's offer a free financial education. So here we go. So U.S. high schoolers want financial education, they're not getting it, and our lack of education in America being where it's at today. Adam, thoughts on this?
I am so thankful that I ended up in the financial services world, because we all know I was a jack of all trades. I was a nightlife guy. I was a stand-up comedian. I was doing this. I was doing that. And I found myself in the financial services world. First year of my career, I made $5,000. Second year, after busting my ass, I made $100,000, and I've never looked back. And I'm very grateful for being in this business. I know you've been in the insurance business since 9/11. It's been a blessing to be in this world. But I can tell you this, if I didn't end up in this business, I would be broke as shit right now. 2/3 of Americans, as we know, are living paycheck to paycheck. I say it all the time. This is why I started my show. We all go to school. We all take the same useless classes, the ABCs, algebra, biology, chemistry. Hell, they have me in woodshop class. Chance of me cutting wood as a career, 0% chance. No money classes, no personal finance classes.
They want you
because
broke
what
and
the hell
stupid.
do teachers know about money?
Yeah.
Most of them are underpaid, working their ass off. They have their subject matter.
Yeah.
You know, I was a teacher for a year. I taught second grade, and I taught I was a substitute. They don't make money. They're the last people we need teaching people about money. They need to bring in people who are personal finance experts, or team up with organizations or NGOs that can actually come in and teach schools. I would argue, is there any class more important in America than a personal finance class? More than algebra, biology, chemistry, trigonometry, any of this stuff. Money talks, bullshit walks. Save that money.
Bro, 90% of the stuff in high school, complete useless. I dissected a frog, and like, when the hell am I ever gonna need to do, like, you know what I mean? When the hell is that going to happen? We're like, hey, guys, is that frog dying? Yeah. I got this.
Instead of dissecting a frog, how about we dissect a budget?
Yeah, no shit.
And understand.
But Adam, a great point. This goes to it. They want you dumb in school, and they don't want you knowing shit about money. It's right in your face. The kids are like, no, we want to learn about the stock market.
That's a great sign, though. Tom.
I think it's also interesting that the 19% of students said they turned to social media because the other 81% were concerned about the accuracy of the advice they get on social media. Right. Yet they're getting fashion advice, sex advice, and all other advice on social media.
Yeah.
Transition advice. But you know what? Somebody's got to step up with solutions like this. And you know what? We're gonna take a look. So if you're gonna be interested in what I'm about to say, put something in the comments. We're gonna do some research here over the course of the summer. Valuetainment, we're gonna do some research, and we may put together a webinar for parents and students together, like around back to school time, something like that. We're going to research it and take a look. Indicate in the comments, how old are you? What would you be interested in learning about? And we'll collect that all together and maybe see if we could do something to kind of contribute to the education here. We'll see.
I'll give one more thing. Let me give a shout out to Manect. I would say 80% of the people that I speak with on Manect, it's money conversations, helping them get clarity on their career, on their money, on their budget. I know people say, oh, it's all relationships. No, it's actually people that want to improve their money. Some guys are making $500,000, $1 million a year, and they're like, hey, I need to get a little more clarity on my money. Some kids are 19 and they're just getting started, and I walk them through these 6 principles of wealth that I do. But on Manect, this is where we do this. And I always say, there's only 2 ways to have more money. You can make more or you can spend less, and we got to do both. So the problem with online is there's fake gurus. There's people trying to sell you Bitcoin or shitcoin. You don't know who to trust. They need to trust, and they need to have education.
Let's go to the next story. Ask questions of people. So many times people DM others on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter. You never hear anything back. The reason for it is because the other influencer and expert values their time. On Monect, you get to pay to get people to respond back to you. One of the things we put up on Monect app, which I love, you can go to any expert and see how quickly they respond, what percentage of the time, and you'll see some of the guys will be 100% within 1 day. Some of the people will be 70%, 3 days. On Monect, on average, 85% of the time, you get a respond back from people because you're paying for them. And we just announced a Monect contest to come to South Florida and have dinner with us at the legendary Casa D'Angelo restaurant. On the house, we'll pay for it. And then afterwards, we'll go to our cigar lounge, have a bunch of cigars, conversations, poker, domino, and all the Monectors get to collaborate together. And simultaneously, we have a contest that we're running. Here's a contest. Lightweight experts, middleweight experts, heavyweight experts. You got a home team. Lightweight is anybody that's never downloaded the app before and they've never done a Monect before. Middleweight is anybody between 1 to 50. Heavyweight's going to be the ones that have done 51 plus Monects. We already listed out some of the names right now. Dustin, Calvin, NG, Dennis Panev, Ben Pappas, Chris Como. Home team, it's going to be us competing. Then new users. You're not an expert. You just have a lot of questions. Whoever asks the most questions, new signups versus those who are existing users. If you've never used it, you're competing in this category. If you have used it, you're competing in the other category. And every day this Leaders Bulletin updates. The top 3 get invited to come to Florida. You pay your flight, you pay your hotel. We take you out to dinner at Casa. Then we go to the cigar lounge together and spend a few hours to get a number 1 in each category. We'll sit at the head table with me, but top 3 will be invited. And we will most likely do a raffle for each category that will pull somebody out. And again, you'll be with myself, Adam, Vinny, Tom, our crew, and we'll show you around all the other things that we're doing as well. Cannot wait to see you guys there. That QR code on the top right shows the Leaders Bulletin on every day. It'll be updated to see where you rank. If you can go on the Leaders Bulletin, Rob, so people can see it. Every day you'll have an update on Monect's Leaders Bulletin to see who you're competing with, at what level. Again, go to the other QR code for them to download the app so they can get started. Go on Apple, Droid, download the app Monect. Start Monecting today, and hopefully we'll get a chance to have dinner together. This contest starts today. April 16th, ends May 31st, and the dinner will be a date we'll send to the people that qualify in June. So looking forward to seeing you guys compete for this with Monect.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.